Hello, everyone. I believe we are Facebook Live again. I'm Cathleena Hailley, and we're here today. I'm actually day 9, I believe, of this Feel Your Authentic Self. It's been interesting what we're creating here as I've been feeling the energy, and as I've described to people, for those of you who may first just be joining. I am a frequency alchemist, and my particular frequency carries with it the understanding of all other frequencies at what's called their perfect pitch, or the ability to bring them into the now moment. What we're doing here is we created a container for you to be able to just simply show up and allow for denser, slower frequencies that are not of your true self to simply be neutralized or to come into a place of centered or groundedness. It's interesting because what I have been feeling, and I think particularly where we are today, is when we step into this particular container or a space in which we are attempting to get into the present moment without judgment, what I recognize is that mostly when we do that, we don't know who we are, and we also can't feel the connection with all others. And so this is what I think we're going to expand today, is the awareness of being in the present moment and expanding our own light to feel the connection and the places where we are like each other versus the differences. And also at the same time, feeling your own unique self. So this is what we're going to, I think, be stepping into. I do have a volunteer today, so I'm going to bring her on. So Marie, if you want to come on, that would be great. You want to just bring your camera and unmute.
Okay, I'm trying. For some reason, there we go. Okay.
Great. All right. So, I'm going to bring you on. So welcome.
Thank you.
And so Marie, just tell us a bit about what it is that you are wanting today and where you are.
All right. Well, I guess I'm feeling a lot of the constraints of 3D, and just in that little bit of time between when we chatted and you brought me on, I'm feeling just a little bit more free to even speak in that notion of, I'm feeling the weight of the restrictions of 3D. And while I'm wanting to be lifted and I want to be stepping into new spaces, I'm feeling really pinned down and restrained, and in particular because I have a yoga studio, and in order for us to be opening, it's the question of compliance with mandates, respecting folks who are firmly entrenched in 3D, but wanting to create the space where people can step out of that. And then also for myself to stand in my own integrity. And I'm fine on my own, but as soon as I'm public, then it puts me in conversations and, wanting to be respectful, but at the same time wanting to be free to engage in conversation in a broader reality. Mm-hmm. And I'm feeling a little slug-like too, and just wanting to move forward, I guess.
Yeah. So it's actually a combination then. So we have, in your case, what you're considering the literal restrictions of these mandate type stuff, but it's really more about the internal, it's like how I'm feeling internally restricted and what I'm capable of doing and wanting to do and those types of things. We also had a little bit of dialogue in the beginning about being able to write and not being able to do that and talking about language. So with that as well is, that energy of maybe not fully knowing or allowing myself to completely be myself and show up. And so that's what's, yeah, okay. So what we're going to do actually in the energy today is we're going to just further create this space of neutrality and begin to neutralize a lot more of those voices, and I can see their patterns, which we talked about, how there's this actual matrix in the physical brain, and I can see them where, and yours is doing it very specifically, where there's this path of I'm feeling light, I'm a little bit open, and then here's this place of how I'm supposed to be, what I should do, and then another place of feeling light and how I should be, and so on. And so it's kind of these back and forth of, you know, I want to be able to simply just be light and be energy and offer what I do, and but I'm feeling the energy or hearing actually more the dialogue of what I can and can't do. And that's a frequency and an energy. So we want to just begin to neutralize that within you, and I'm going to expand your light more. And this is really great for anybody who's watching, because I'm sure that this whole thing with the mandates and the restrictions and all of that is causing people, they feel obviously literal restrictions, but I think it's really coming down to more, how do you feel about it? How do you feel internally? And how do we find our authenticity and maneuver our way through all of this? And that's the energy that I want to set forward, put in motion today. Okay? Does that sound good?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so I'm gonna close my eyes again. I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes and start taking some nice deep breaths. And anybody who's watching, we can do the same, because what we're doing really in essence is I'm just gonna really help to come into this very neutrality now moment, the 0 point moment, without judgment, and bring more of your soul signature in, so that you can be the one interacting in what is your current 3D life and your physical body. Okay? So take some nice deep breaths. I'm going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just begin to let go. I can feel this energy. Actually, it's for you, it's actually pulling straight through, like the throat, and out the solar plexus. So it's like your voice, who you really are, is showing up. It's coming through as a frequency and an energy of a diamond white light. It's moving through the throat, in the throat chakra, straight down through the central channel, and it's going to come out the solar plexus, because the solar plexus is where we identify ourselves. So we're going to like bringing your soul signature as who you really are, with your voice, your sense of presence, into this definition of who you are, which is what we're talking about in terms of how I'm supposed to be in the world. Take a deep breath. So we're just going to clear that through that solar plexus and spin open as a portal there at the solar plexus, as we're expanding your soul signature through it and out, around into your auric field. We're going to fill up your field, actually, all the layers, the mental, emotional, physical field. So, and we're going to expand you out 360 degrees, so that the messaging that you're radiating out of you is your soul signature. And we're going to allow for more of that to be attracted to you. So take a deep breath. This is going to help you stay more in your own essence, your own energy. I'm going to bring through your central channel, through your crown, direct source energy, straight through, all the way through, and through the root plugging you into the crystal core of Gaia, and through the crown, plugging you into what's called a dark womb of source. So you're completely connected. And now we've got this channel open for your voice, and it's now defining who you are in the physical world. I'm just going to keep clearing that. Take a deep breath. So that we can bring you into this now moment. So we're going to expand this through your entire body, down your arms, your legs, your whole torso, your entire body now. In this kind of bubble of your own frequency, as we're going to expand you out further, 360 degrees. I'm going to plug you in completely and fully into the organic grid, the new Earth timeline. Beautiful. Let's take a big breath. I'm going to bring you right into this beautiful now moment. And just keep expanding your light and integrating your light into your carbon DNA. So we're just going to clear through the physical brain any of those channels or beliefs that might feel that I can't show up, I can't be, I can't express myself, I don't know how to express myself. Any of those belief systems, we're going to just let float right out of your head, these little particles. Beautiful. Let's take a real big breath, expand you out. Bring you into the center, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and just tell me how you're feeling.
I feel good. Feel a little like just easy. I don't know, like it just feels light.
Yeah, a lot of light, a lot of energy. That was very fast because it's coming in, the energy's coming in very fast. I could feel that really grounded in. It came straight through your throat and down and out your solar plexus. So you are living your truth, which is beautiful. You talked about being a yoga, instructor or teacher or whatever, and so that's your truth. That's actually really beautiful. It's there. So allowing that energy to clear through that solar plexus, it's just now being able to let yourself rest in to your body so that you can then keep expanding out and just keep imagining just expanding out that light of you into that field around you and letting that energy keep expanding out. And that will be the energy that you're going to start drawing things and people and situations and so on with you and to you. I also feel that there's some energy shifting around your heart, which is that whole idea of how I'm supposed to do things. This area here is getting cleared out, and some of that is the more practical 3D stuff, of how I'm supposed to show up in the world or create in the world. It's also related to this idea of writing. So it's going to free that because it's shifting right now, which I can feel a lot of that dialogue is being shifted out of. It's like the whole heart energy, which is it's a dialogue saying that I have to speak in a particular fashion. And so it's letting you, it's coming through the throat, a lot through the throat. So it's going to let you just feel more. So the energy is beginning to move up as to who you really are, identifying yourself from your lower chakras, coming up in. Yeah, see, it's clearing through your throat. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's what just keeps happening. So just going to let that keep clearing. so that you can feel, so the energy is moving, I'm moving it this way and moving it out and up so that you can, be your own voice, be your own self. We'll just keep expressing that more and more, right? So that whatever story you have is yours and it's unique to you. And this idea of writing and we're just kind of re-identifying that for you. I can feel. So this is going to all be coming in over this next period of time. This idea of who you really are, just allowing that energy to keep moving and moving up and out for you. Okay, this is all for the collective as well. Anybody who's paying attention to this or watching this is what's happening. Is like there is this, it's been clearing through this identity of how we've identified ourselves. We've got our soul signature coming in more, and it's definitely clearing out a lot of this dialogue about how we are supposed to create, even like how we're supposed to write. Not just, I don't mean just writing in general, I mean the actual way in which we're supposed to write. Yeah, see, that's very much clearing through your throat. That's going to keep clearing. That's really great. And you're also clearing for the collective right now. So it's a little bit more that's happening. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, great. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel strong. I feel good.
Fantastic.
And that's so useful, the thought of the connection of my voice to the solar plexus, because I feel like the voice needs to come from here.
Yeah.
but to feel the strength and that connection, I guess.
Yes, because the solar plexus is how we identify ourselves in the world. So it's allowing your voice to identify yourself to you. And that's what we're doing here in this now moment, right? It's like getting into that neutrality without judgment. Then I identify myself to me, right? Through my soul signature, through who I am, the I am that. Okay, beautiful. So thank you. I really appreciate you being here, and you've done some really great work for the collective as well as for you. So thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate you being here. I love you, and take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow.